Hello guys, I just wanted to come on and see if you wanted to craft with me today. I am still recovering from my hip surgery, my second hip surgery. I'll be so glad when it's over, when I can actually walk or run or do any, well, I think run is pushing it a little bit, but I'd be happy just to be able to walk or just to go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's and just get a few things. And the condition I've been in, I wasn't able to do those things, so I had to use my husband for those little things. So today is just a play day. You know, I bought some new napkins, and oh my goodness, I don't know if I have the package in front of me. I don't, but I'll try to remember to link the store below. Oh, wait a minute. Here, let me see if this is it. No, it doesn't say the store name. I'm looking to see. There wasn't an invoice. It's out of Canada. Her first name is Eva, and that's all I can tell you. Okay, so if I can find out, find her on Etsy, I will definitely give you that information. So I got some cute little napkins, and I got a couple of butterfly, and I got a couple little bunnies and just different things, and I just want to play and see what I can come up with. There's zero plans. I just laid out a lot of small things that little things might look good on. So we're doing a small craft with me, which probably will still not be small because of the time. I'm trying to see how many layers is on these butterflies. Oh, there we go. We got another layer. So let's keep going. And I just tore that right in half. Oh my goodness. So we'll have to piece that part because I'm not wasting it. So learn from what I just did. I got in too big of a hurry. I should have had these pulled off before the video. But life as it is, what can I say? I'm lucky to walk across the room, so, and actually I'm not walking yet, but I will be, just a matter of time. So there is that butterfly one, and I'm going to show you these others as we go along. And probably I am not going to tear the whole napkin like I did that one, just mostly because, you know, there's no way I can get all of those done in one day. So I'm just going to cut around this butterfly napkin, just the section I plan on using. Again, I didn't pre-think any of this. So if you don't want your Kleenex to get all, or your napkin to get all, you know, wrinkled up and can't keep it nice and straight, you're better off just to do a section at a time. And that's what I like to do. I don't do that when I'm doing cards or big things, tags, big tags, and so forth. But I do when I do tiny stuff, which I haven't got to do tiny stuff. Now, are you ready for this one? This is what enticed me to do it. This one and this one. I was like, those are adorable. I've got to have those. Got to have those little critters, little birds and little bunnies and butterflies. My three favorite things. Okay. I love those. I also love squirrels and chipmunks. But little birds, nice birds, not birds that destroy things. And we've had those at our house, trust me. Oh my goodness. Barn sparrows, for example. Those things will make you crazy. If you live in a nice area and there's not a barn around and you become the barn, yeah. No, that's not too cool. Okay, so this is the last one. We're only going to do tiny stuff. And so if this isn't up your alley, I understand. It is a simple thing. I am not a beginner, but I'm wanting to do it. So it's up to each of you. I hope you'll stick along with us here. Okay, so now we got to take this apart. And I guess there's 2 layers on it also, on the bunny one. And let's see how many's on the bird. A lot of people keep this backing. I just don't have any place to put it. I just can't, you know, I can't hang on to every little thing. And that would be hanging on to a lot, right? Okay, so what I thought we would do is just do it as we go along. I've got some Mod Podge here. And my goal in this situation is to not get it all over me, for one thing. It's just to lay out some different things. I thought we could do some tags and bags first. And maybe on some of those, we could even do some backgrounds. For instance, here's just a bunch of little bags. I'm not doing any giant big bags. We'd be here all day. I thought I got a couple of these, but I guess I didn't. There's more than one kind here. Now that has a little card inside it. Little tiny glassine bags. I don't know how they'll do, but we'll see. And some let's see, index cards, Rolodex, tiny tags, and those will be what we start with. Okay, so these are the little grocery bag size, and I'll tell you, they're really adorable if you're doing like an embellishment kit and sending to somebody, you know, like as a new card maker or scrapbooker or journal maker that you might know, and you want to send some goodies. You can do some punches and put inside, fold it over and do it like a little envelope. They're adorable. Very, very cute. So let's start with a bigger one though. I thought I had a bigger white one, so I guess we'll start with the bigger brown one. Now this bag right here it's heavy. I don't know where I got it. I've been buying bags forever, so I'm sorry guys. I usually shoot for Hobby Lobby to get my bags, so that is usually what I do. Now I'm trying to decide. Let's just go ahead. I want to add a little bit. I haven't used any of my mixed media paper in forever. This is just Hazel and Ruby tissue that I've had for a long time. And I'm just going to pull some of it off of here, and we're going to use it for backgrounds. And I'm just going to take a little at a time off. And then you can do this. Tim Holtz has all types of tissues like this. And I've actually got his too. I just saw this one first, so I grabbed it. His is the one that has the big butterflies in it and music sheets and you name it. Okay. Now, I hope you guys are where you can see. Yeah, you can. You never know about this this video. Or you don't know about me or where I might end up here in the video. So, all right. Now, I say let's start with the birds because I just think they're lovely. Lovely. Lovely little birds. We just need Snow White and we'll have it made. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to try to start with a small brush for my, I started to say gesso, but I meant for my, my decoupage. And I added a little bit of water on my brush because it was super thick. Now, like I said, there's no plan. I'm just going to start by tearing. And that is one of the things I love about using tissue. And I don't know that I've ever done the tissue ones with you guys before or not. Seems like I haven't. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border. I don't want it to be perfect. And I don't want them to be facing the same direction and all of that. So I'm going to turn off that fan because that fan is going to dry my paper if I'm not careful. Now, what we'll do is we'll do some backgrounds and let them dry rather than having to do the hot iron, the heat, the heat tool. You know, the big blow dryer. Okay, let's put a little bit more here. Now, one thing I did not bring with me to the table, mostly because I could carry very little, because I'm really supposed to be kind of staying, I don't want to stay in bed, but I'm supposed to be staying in bed most of the time right now because I have a foot that won't quit swelling. And so I'm just sitting here. I'm trying, that's why I've kind of laid stuff out before I went back and laid down, and then I'm doing it in little sections. Okay. Now, so I don't have just like every kind of paper and collage thing that should be here on my desk. Put a little bit more. Now, if you wanted, you could just use paint. I didn't bring paint today because that's my favorite thing to do, is paint on objects, and then you can also, then you can write, or you can gesso over them. Not gesso, but Mod Podge over them. So let's put a couple pieces down here. I want it to make some kind of sense. Right there and right there. Not that anyone's going to be able to sit and take the time to read that, but just in case. Let's see. One more on the top here. We are still going to be completing our tag series. I think we have about 6 more tags, 6 or 7 more tags to do in this series. And then the next series we'll do some different tags, more with the mixed media in the next series. And that will probably be through the summer or the fall. We'll see. All right, so I keep saying that and I keep adding, don't I? It's because I really don't know what I want to do. And I just don't want it to look real odd without one side having it. And that's where the I want to be perfect comes from. Now, you're going to get Mod Podge on the back. I mean, there's just no way. You know, we'll have to just wipe as we go along here. Okay, speaking of that, let me get this up so we don't have it all over us. Okay, so I hope you guys have been having some non-frustrating days. I know that things have been super frustrating. I was very excited to be able to get my surgery done before all the people started coming back to the hospitals, because my doctor had told me that a few days before that they almost canceled mine as not being an essential surgery, but as it turned out, it was. And so they, the mayor agreed to go ahead and let them do it on me. So there was only 8 patients in the hospital the day that I had surgery. Now, I say 8 patients. I mean like 8 patients, because it was just a surgery hospital. So I'm trying to find my, there it is right in front of me. Trying to find my wet brush here so we can start taking some, oh, this little bird is cute right here in the middle. He's just looking straight out like, hello, I'm the center of attention. And I'm trying real hard not to rip heads off, and because I probably will be doing some more of orders with this lady. She has so many, and she has great value, you guys. Like I want to guess 4 napkins for $3 or something crazy like that. Something wonderful. So I'm just going to kind of line him up here and let him kind of be, let's see, maybe we should add a little bit. And when they dry, if you want to go back and, you know, add embellishments and stuff, I plan on doing that. So if we have time, we'll do it. If not, I might do it in another video. There's always tomorrow. Now, see, last time I had my other hip done, I was way, way, way worse off than I am now as far as pain goes. And so that's why I wasn't able to come back and do any other videos at that time. Okay, so now I'm not trying to do a scene or anything like that either. I just thought we'd put a variety of things on here. Although this blue, not blue, but how in the world did I confuse that with blue? This red butterfly is really pretty. So the bigger your brush, the more water that comes out, the bigger amount of tissue you will get. And I think I'm going to have to get a smaller, I have to get a smaller brush for the next butterfly. All right. So my husband, I told you guys this, but I'm just going to follow up. My husband did my patio furniture, got it all put together, and we've been sitting out there and just really enjoying it. It's so, the weather is just perfect for it. Yeah, so there we have. Let me do one more little bird. And let's see, which one do we want? I think we'll do this one, mostly because he's looking in to the scene instead of out of the scene. Okay. So we've just been sitting out there. Sadie is absolutely flipping out over the new patio furniture. She doesn't want to be anywhere but out on the patio. And so try convincing her that she doesn't need to go outside every 5 seconds. She is so funny. I'm sorry I'm hoarse. It's from some of the tubing and so forth from surgery. I know it can be annoying though. Okay, so we're going to put this little bird right here. Hopefully he will fit. Maybe we'll just have him. I really wish I would have done this one different. So rather than waste any more little bird, I think I'm going to add a couple more butterflies to this one. And then he could go in either kind of journal. But really, I don't want to make, let's go like this. See if we can get it where it sticks down. Let me see, do we need one more butterfly? Let's find a tiny, oh, you know what? Here is a little tiny ladybug. So we're going to do the little tiny ladybug right here. Right there. How cute. Yeah, things are floating around and everything because there's no order to this simple decoupaging. That's what I'm calling it. Extremely simple decoupaging. And I also think on this one, if we would have, you know, when you have eyes involved, it's kind of hard to get your eyes to show up. I'm sorry, I'm digging and seeing what else we have over here. We want a smaller, let's put a little small blue butterfly right here. Okay, one more on this one. And this time I'm going to have the butterfly flying into the group or the bush or whatever it is. There we go. Now we'll let this dry. Now this isn't anything fancy. This is actually very, very simple decoupaging. Now we could add other things on here if we wanted to. For instance, if you punched out something, you could add it on here. If you wanted to put some texture like salt, you could add it on here. There's a lot of different kinds of things that you can add with Mod Podge. I'm going to put this down here to dry. Even though I can't reach down here, I'm just dropping it in midair, hoping it lands. Okay, now let's do some tiny things. I just want some little tiny things. Let's do a couple of these little tiny cards. Now, because I love these little, where did my little birds go? There they are. Because I love these little birds. I don't know if they're going to fit on these little tiny cards. They're pretty small. Yeah, we'll have to go one step up. But I've got it. I've got cards one step up. I actually pulled out a bunch of different cards, you guys. So we should be fine as far as that goes. You know how you get all these packs of Tim Holtz goodies and everybody else's goodies, Seven Gypsies, I can't think of all of them, and you get these tags and they don't go with anything, but we're gonna just do the back of some of these, or the front even. Like we'll just add this little bird here on the front, and this will be the background, which I think will be cute. So let's go with this one. Now I'm taking off what I don't want to show up on the actual tag. Okay. Today's video that I'm doing with you guys is strictly a relaxation video. There's not any real learning probably from this unless you're just absolutely have never done decoupaging. I'll say it in a minute. I'll twist it around my tongue. Now on the back of this tag, I want to make sure I get him on here straight. There we go. It's just, you'll just, on the back of it, you can just put your journaling. I love to journal in my book on the back of tags, because sometimes you just don't have a whole lot to say, and it really just depends on what I do. I go ahead, because I like the way that decoupage feels. I go ahead and do the whole surface before I let it dry. Not a heavy coat, just a light little coat. And that way I don't do the front and the back, just the front. Let me get him off over here on this side. There we go. There. See, it's so simple, but the thing that makes it lots of fun, too, is some of these. I have a lot of little tins. I bought a bunch on Amazon, but I like Tim Holtz. So I have all of his. But, so what else you can do with these little tags is you add some kind of little word. And I think I picked up the wrong can. I have cans that say different things. But this year my word is kindness. But I don't want it to be blue. So I need to go to a different little container that doesn't have blue words. This one just has a variety of words. Let's see if we can find something. Something to do with the beautiful blue. Beautiful bird. You can put enjoy, journal, love, believe. I always love putting believe. Now, mind you, we are not inking any of this either. Probably what I would end up doing is inking it after the fact. Now, I'm going to put this believe here at the bottom. And not actually at the bottom, but just down on the lower portion. I don't know how, I just kind of hold it down there and decide, okay, I like it this way or that way, or, you know. Now this one dried very quickly. It's almost dry. Okay, I'm going to put it down and let it finish drying. And then if we have to dry any at the end, we can do that. Okay, so other things that are fun to do. And I was just going to show you on, I know we got these bags out a second ago. Oh, right in front of me, right there. Here is the bag. So I thought we'd do just like a little butterfly on this bag. Instead of a bird this time. Let's see. And we've got a couple of different kind of butterfly ones. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay. You know, it's hard to find decent napkins just anywhere you go. It's not, most of them aren't just fabulous. So let's start off with this blue napkin. When you're ready to cover the top of it, you go from the middle and do your strokes outward. Pull outward. I think we're supposed to get some stormy weather tonight. I hope not. I don't want anything to keep us from setting out on the patio tonight. Okay, so now I'm going to find some smaller butterflies. Let's see. Let's do this green one right here. It's not really a whole lot smaller, but I'll show you why. Alrighty. Each time I do a video from here on out, how long I do it depends on how long I can sit here. So, you know, that's why we're going to do a lot of play type videos. Probably do a lot of collaging too. I am really behind on getting things collaged. And also clusters. Now you're probably thinking, why are you painting over the top? Well, I'm going to show you. And hopefully it works for me. Let me get that right there. And I'm just going to kind of separate, yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to kind of put it down and try to kind of, I really want it to go down and set on the lower portion. But it probably is not going to, so I'll have to trim it. Yeah, it's too wet. Or you can fold it under. Which is what I'll end up doing. Yeah, so there we go. Let's do some more. I've got some butterflies that are tiny on some of these, I know. Got to find the right spot. Oh, there's one. Come on. Now, sometimes when you do the butterflies, they're not going to the whole butterflies, again, is not going to fit. So if it hangs off, we'll just trim it off when it's all said and done. Now, I didn't on purpose line these up. I just kind of did it. But I think they look all right. I think I do want to add one of those cute little ladybugs. So let's do that again. He was so cute. It's like I'm out of here. There's too many critters invading my territory. Have you guys ever ran into somebody you haven't seen in years? That's what happened to my husband and I. We were sitting on our patio, and we've lived in this house nearly 10 years. And some people we've known forever just came walking by the back where there's a trail out toward the back of our house, and which is nice and convenient when you can walk and run. But yeah, and I just happened to look up at the same time the woman looked up at me. It was so funny. It was so good to see them. So I'm sure we'll run into them more often now that they're be doing their walks. Okay, so let's do one more butterfly down here at the bottom. I think we need something, maybe, I don't know, let's find an orange or a, wait a minute, here's one all by its lonesome. Let's just do it. Okay. Kind of get rid of some of these letters. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this one because of the space going upward. Whoops. Instead of going down. It's hard to explain. You'll see. A little bit more. Let's see if we can get these just to roll over to the back side. So quiet in here. Could hear a pin drop. Now, I'm not going to do the whole back because I want it to dry nice and flat. But here we go. Now this will push down once it dries. And we may want to, I do like to do just inside the flap. And you could, if you decided to, you could, you know, put slip paper down inside there and give it a decorative flap. But because they're not together, I'm not going to worry about that. It'll be okay. Okay, so now let me see what else we've got. So I want to use these little bunnies. I know Easter is over. Oh, you know what I forgot to do on that one? I actually forgot to do it on the first one. But I always like to put little words, just like I did on the last one. If I can get my can to open up. Sometimes they don't want to. Oh, wrong one. Grab the wrong one second time. Okay. Sticky. Thankful memories, believe, love, wishes. I like that one. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's do kindness. I like the word kindness. Okay. Let me get this wet again. Where do we want to put this one? I think right there, but let me trim it a tiny bit. I don't want it quite that wide. Okay. This one is really wet. There we go. And we'll do some decorative things to it later. I don't know about you guys, but man, this weather, my skin is so dry. And part of me is like, I don't know why, but I don't like it. Okay, so now let's do another bag. Let's try some of the, let's do the glassine. Let's do one of these tiny little glassine bags. I just think they're so cute. And I like to use them on tiny little surprises. So let's do that. Let's do a little bunny. Let's see which bunny we like the best first. Oh, look how cute he is. He is cute. So is this one right here. Let's do this little guy. He just looks like, hey, pick me. I've been working kind of ahead. A lot of people didn't start selling Easter stuff until after the fact. So I've been kind of making a few tiny Easter things that I want to make sure I don't forget about for next year. And so we're going to call this one of those. And hopefully next year we'll have a better year and not full of all this dreadful stuff we're dealing with. Whoops. It's sticking to my fingers, is what the deal is. There we go. Finally. It does really wrinkle up the glassine bags. Well, good grief. I dropped that 2 times in a row. Let me make sure we still have Bunny stuck on there. Yeah, his little belly's not perfect. Boo-hoo. But he's still cute. Okay, so we're going to put him right there. And we'll do a bigger one too. That way we can have a little set of bunnies. Since that one got all mushed up. So what I'm going to do this time is go ahead and just wet the surface with Mod Podge. Now I'm going to put 2 little bunnies if I can get 2 little bunnies to fit. Let's see. They're so cute, it's hard to decide. And I don't have all day to do that. So, get with the program, Paula. All right, here we go. So I'm going to stick this like that. And I'm going to do it one bunny down here. And I'm making it look kind of like, you know, like they're on different paths, or they're on the same path. Passing by. There we go. Let's get a little bit up here on this, the flap, but I don't want to smush it down. I think we could almost do a couple more bunnies on there. I think we are. Let's do a couple more. Although we can't get as many items if we do that. So let's just do a couple more on another bag. I'm going to set this to the side. Well, first we want to put the label on there. We want to title it. But I'm trying to keep this from closing. Let me get my finger in there. There we go. And this one probably is closing. Just because I forgot to open it. I actually closed it. So what I'll do is I'll make some tiny ephemera or something for the insides of these. We'll let those dry a little bit while we go over here and do a little bit, one more bag that's a little bit larger, that's glassine. And I think on this one we'll be able to do, kind of separate it a little bit first. We'll be able to do more than 2 bunnies and make it look right. Hopefully. Okay. So I'm going to move that over so I can scoot up and let you see. I think I'm going to do this little bunny. And let's see. This little guy, he's so cute. I hope I didn't chop his ear off. Nope. I think I'm going to put him right in the middle because he's just adorable. And this little bunny's, he's looking up at him. Let's see. I think I want to do this little guy too. Come on. Come on, little guy. All right, we're going to need some Mod Podge underneath this little character. We definitely are going to have room for a couple more. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get some of these taken place here so they can be drying. All right. You know, after you've talked about everything in the world, it's hard to have more things to talk about. Have you noticed that on most of your channels? I have. I've noticed that we just find ourselves rattling. And I hate to do that. I'd rather give you peace and quiet and just relaxation. Especially with my voice sounding like it does. Okay, let's put a couple more on there. Let me see which. Let's put this little guy at the top. He's got his arms all open wide. He's saying, it's not what you think. I want your Easter egg. Or maybe, yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want him to. There he goes. Got glue sticking to me. There we go. One more bunny. Okay, we'll do this little guy right here. He's the one in the very middle. Okay. Put this little guy down here. They are so cute, you guys. Look how adorable. One's trying to talk to one and give them daisies, and the other one's trying to talk to the other one. I wonder who ends up with who. So cute. Let go. Okay, let's see if I can get my fingers down in there. Keep the bag separated. And as it dries, we will trim off any excess. And then we'll put our little label on. I'm going to move him. All right. Let me see how much time we have. Which is hard for me just to get up and look. Ooh, 53 minutes, and we have hardly done. We've done 3 little things. Let's do another bird tag. Let's make it happen. We'll do it on one of these other tags. How about this salmon color tag? And we'll do this one in the very middle. Let's get up here where you can see what I'm doing. So, all right. I've had a really hard time staying open, you know, with staying open, staying awake, and speaking clearly, obviously. I have said things that crack my own self up. And what's really fun is watching my husband's face when I say something kind of crazy. You know how you do when you take a lot of pain meds. Well, I'm easing up on those, but don't be shocked at something I might say. Because it would not surprise me. And see, these are just kind of leftover things I have in a little Ziploc bag that I never used. And so, you know, in order to make them usable and not end up in the trash, just add a little piece of something to, you know, add some sparkle to it. Like you could just do a little flower. I mean, I'm just doing these little critters, but you could do anything and make this lots of fun. And I don't know what happened to my little, there it is. Trying to keep my mat from getting too plastered with it here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add, let's see if we can find a great one to put on here. Laughter, calm. I like dream. Let's do dream. Okay, but I am going to trim it down because it's a big word. And I like the words when they're kind of wonky. And so we'll do that too. I just realized I had my whole, let's see, where do we want this? Maybe right there. You got to have somewhere to hang on, or it's no telling what direction it's going to end up. Anyway, I had decoupage all the way down to the middle of this brush nearly. So I'm going to have to do some scrubbing on that thing. Yeah. So let's do these real quick. Let's give them a little title. To see what I've got. These little guys are adorable. Let's see. I'm over here digging because there's more room. But you know what I'm doing. I've got one that says sweet. Yeah, we're definitely using that one. Delightful. How about happy? We could do it like sweet and happy, you know, only make them smaller. And what do we want the third one to be? Come on. I was trying to look for like the word love or something since there's not much room on that envelope. Any other time I would see love 100 times. So I'll look in another book. Let's get these done first. Or in another box. Let's get these done first. I'm going to trim these down. These words came from my porch prints on Etsy. Come on. Let me get that off of there. This little guy, he's definitely happy right here. And this little guy is sweet for sure. Sweet and happy. Come on. Straighten up. I bet that's crooked. Not bad. It is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's see if we got time to get one more. Well, I hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had fun doing these little piddly things. Sometimes they're just lots of fun, and other times they're just real tiny and hard to deal with, you know, because they're small. Let me see if I got any more. Oh, that's the wrong container, of course. Here we go. Okay, how about we do for this little bunny? Here's the word love. Now, mind you, it is a big love. So I'll cut it as small as I possibly can. Okay. Let's do it right here. Come on. It doesn't want to stick down there. It's kind of a heavy cardstock. That may be why. There we go. I'll let it dry and then I'll hit it with another coat. There we go. We'll make it work. I know how to make him work. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Hopefully, I can get back to normal in another week and a half. If not, it'll be a surprise as to what we'll be doing on our videos every 3 days. Every day, if I feel like it. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Welcome, new subscribers. Bye.